Hi everyone, I'm Beth Ham, also known as Beth in Texas, and this is Fresh Off the Hook Wednesday. This week I'm limited on what I have to show you because I've been doing other projects and other things, and I have a lot of unfinished stuff to work on. So that's my New Year's resolution, is to finish my unfinished projects, and some of them are not crochet. So I don't know how often I'll be able to do something for Fresh Off the Hook, but I'll try to have at least one thing to show you each week. This week I did finish the scarf I showed you last week, and I call it Winter to Spring because it looks like snow in the grass on this side, or grass peeking through the snow on this side. So I finished that. It's about 1.5 yards long, and I made, pull this off, I made just a little ring. It's just 2 rows of the extended single crochet. To put it on, since it's not a real long scarf for the width, then you're just using a slider with it will make it more practical. So, but that is finished. I used a size K double-ended crochet hook for that stitch, and it was in this magazine, Sharing the Art and Soul of Crochet, September 2002 edition. And I'm going to see if I can find a online link for it. It has a crochetmagazine.com on the front cover, but since this is an older magazine, I don't know if that's still good. But there is the picture in the magazine of it. It was done with a multicolor velour novelty sport yarn. And what I used was a more novelty fur yarns. So I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do this stitch. It's called a high stitch in this book, and it's a double-ended stitch for a Tunisian style stitch, and it's similar to the extended single crochet. When you do regular single crochet, you have an extra little chain in there. So I will do a tutorial on that stitch for you. So that is it for Fresh Off the Hook this week. I do still have this. This is unfinished, and it's going to go unfinished until I can get some yarn to complement it. I ran out before I did the border, and so I thought that maybe I can find a chain yarn in a cream or an off-white to do the lacy border on it, because it's just not quite big enough without the border. And if you're wondering what, I showed this in a previous video. It's Heirloom Lace Baby Afghan in Crochet with Red Heart, February 1999 issue. And I'll put all this information in the description. Another thing that's on the hook, like I said, I only had one thing to show you off the hook, so hopefully next week I'll be able to show you some more finished stuff because I have works in progress. On Ravelry, the discussion group Learn Crochet is doing a crochet along for a crochet hook case, and this is how far I got with it. The hook I'm using to make it is in the case, but you just crochet rows and then you go back for short rows to do the pocket. And I'll put a link to the group and to the pattern for this crochet hook case in the description below the video. But that's it for Fresh Off the Hook this week. Be sure to check the description below the video for other people who are doing Fresh Off the Hook, because I get inspired by these folks. I mean, it's not just ladies, there's men crocheting too, and we just have a fine group of people here. And be sure to check out the description below the video. Stay tuned to my channel for more tutorials and things on crochet, plus my other video on things that are not crochet. So I will see you next week. God bless.